Lulu, how does a shark this size just disappear with a tracker on it? They deleted it. It hasn't even been 2 hours. I reported that, let me show you. This shark swam from North America to Europe without surfacing the water once. And the only place that you can find that information, right here on my page, baby. So y'all tell me, is this a shark conspiracy theory, or have I stumbled on something that the scientists themselves can't explain? And TikTok, I'm about to hit 1 million followers. I think it's time we talk about that blue check mark, baby.
Oh my god, you made a song just for TikTok?
Yeah, you can come and watch me drink my morning coffee, yeah.
So recently there's been theories claiming that celebrities are secretly being cloned and replaced. And these theories have been around for a very long time, claiming multiple celebrities are secretly clones, but it got popular again when a rapper known as NBA Youngboy got recently released from jail, and his fans thought that he looked a little different from when he first went in. Based on the pictures, I'm not sure if he looks different enough to be called a clone, but I got a clip from a show called Inside Job that talks about this exact same theory. Check it out and let me know in the comments what you think.
What does department do again, exactly?
Besides defy God.
We keep famous DNA on file for history-related conspiracies.
Cool. Do you have Tupac?
Yep, and 3-Pac, and 4-Pac.
Doug, look. What side you looking at? Oof, it's cold in here.
Exposure to heat makes these things unstable.
Can you speak? Or it's louder. Are you scared of me? Because you should be. Okay, so you say you're from the future and an evolutionary descendant of humans. You also say you're a different species. So, which one is it? Are you a descendant of humans or not? We are evolutionary descendants of humans. But we can no longer breed of your kind. Therefore, then how do you know English? Answer me. If you don't answer, I'll administer another round of scopolamine until your system collapses. Do you understand? Now, how do you speak English? Your language is essential to understanding your species. So you just picked up English, just like that? Because you're so smart, right? Relatively, yes. Right. So, you said you know the origin of the universe, but you did not provide an explanation. So I ask you again, how was the universe created? Answer the question. Really? But you can't create something out of nothing. Sure it is. Only a creator can make something from nothing. Wait, you just contradicted yourself. So? Since nothing cannot exist, what is left is existence. Existence is infinite.
Would you like to pay? Would you like to round up today and donate to starving children around the world? You selected no, I would not like to donate to starving children across the world. Are you sure? Is that a yes, you're sure you would not like to donate, or yes, you are changing your mind and would like... Just to clarify, you are not donating to starving children across the globe today. Your total is $36.59.
Babe, instead of worrying if I'm cheating, you should worry about what you're doing that would make me want to cheat.
Chase tail, definitely cheating.
Baby, I would explain where I was last night, but I'm so insulted by the insinuation that I don't want to.
Chase tail, definitely cheating.
Babe, the only reason you're saying that girl's my type is because she looks like a hotter version of you.
Chase tail, follow for more definitely cheating quote.
Alright, kids, hang on a second. Jesus Christ, Carlos, Johnny, Diego, okay, listen to me. Your mother is... I'm your father, damn it!
A meteorite crater in Arizona that is supposedly 55,000 years old, and I showed you how the crater is still there, but the big meteorite that landed there is just totally gone. And I also went on to let you know that if you Google or whatever you want to do to look for asteroids, they're all computer generated images by an artist. So anyways, what kept eating at me was a scripture from Genesis 7:11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. Now pay attention closely. It says all the fountains of the great deep broken up. Great deep means the deep ocean. Broken up means to come upward. So anyways, as I went on the search, I realized that there were more supposedly meteorite craters all over the world in different continents, all around, roughly around the same size as you can see here in these pictures. I took a picture from each continent from every one of these supposedly meteorite craters. But out of all these craters, there's nothing left of the meteor that landed there. And I say that in quote, supposedly landed there. There's nothing left of the meteorite, but all the craters are still there. So I went to investigate a little more. And I'd remembered researching geysers many years ago. Now, here's a few images of what geysers look like. But the images I'm showing you are what the geysers look like when they're actually erupting. So check this out. Now, does these craters underneath these geysers not look familiar to you? Just take a really close look.
Watch or pay attention to everything that's going on.
I'm a second gen now. That's why you see the celebrity bursts say I'm born in Toronto, but that's false. My first gen was born in Jersey. When I was cloned, they wiped a lot of memory, but when I stole the documents before escaping, I read that the mother was Puerto Rican and the father is surrogate, you could say, was the sperm donor was Sicilian.
Okay, so you're a test tube baby.
Yeah.
Now, Kid Buu did go live, even showing his first generation clone, but people were still kind of skeptical about it. The facilities that he's actually talking about is called Clonaid, and they're a cloning facility in Canada and a few other places. Clonaid is the first human cloning company. Their beliefs tie back to racialism, a UFO religion. They believe that using the actual products that the fallen angels have gave them can help them escape death and become immortal. Sad to say, this is what happens to a lot of artists when they don't want to do what they're told to do. They're too much of an asset to actually let go. They wind up using their actual DNA for further events. So it wouldn't be unlikely if you see somebody in the near future of a rapper that passed away or artist that passed away, and they seem very similar to that previous artist in the past. Apparently, this wasn't the first time that they have did this. This is actually one out of many times that they did this. Their first successful time was actually cloning their first baby boy. Apparently, the woman had 2 girls and they had cloned a boy and gave it to a couple in Japan. And he wasn't lying. They actually do have celebrity posters where they said he was born in Toronto, Canada, but if you look at some other celebrity website, it says he was born in New Jersey. Now, there's already been speculations of a few artists that have been cloned, but who knows? They could be doing way more than what we actually know.
Mind-blowing proof of God, part 5.
Wow, well, I'd have to say that's probably the boldest opener I've ever seen in all of my time doing these videos. Anyone who says that they can genuinely prove or disprove the existence of God is making an incredibly bold claim. And I love bold claims. Let's see what he has to say.
This here is Noah's Ark, and guess what? They found it.
Okay, so we're not proving the existence of God, we are attempting to prove the existence of Noah's Ark. Unless this conspiracy goes on to prove that God was a boat, but somehow I doubt that.
Found in Mount Arid by a guy named Ryan Watt. Lies here, a giant boat-like structure, measured to be the exact length of Noah's Ark that was mentioned in the Bible.
Well, firstly, his name is Ron Wyatt, not Ryan Wyatt, but that's a detail. Secondly, despite owning an archaeological museum with his name plastered across the top of it, he actually holds no formal degree in archaeology and has never been cleared to do any of the digs that he's been on. And thirdly, the length is fairly close to the specification in the Bible, but I'm glad you didn't say anything about the width. The Bible claims that the Ark is about 85 feet wide, while this structure is about 135 feet wide, which is, as the kids say, too thick. So this mountain just does not have the same dimensions as Noah's Ark.
It has ribs like a boat.
Yeah, well, I also have ribs, but I'm not a fucking boat. What you're looking at here is hydrological erosion on a soft vertical surface. It's nothing new.
They also found man-made fossilized rivets, valves, wedges, and washers.
No, they didn't. They found concretions, which you would expect when working in sedimentary rock. A concretion occurs when a larger object is deposited into a forming sedimentary rock. The reason why so many of them are round is because typically there will be rounded stones present in the hydrological environment where the sedimentary stone is forming. The rocks, rounded by water, end up getting stuck inside of the sedimentary rock, and that's why they look like this.
Ancient anchors called drogues. And guess what? They found these ancient anchors around the site.
Compelling, if it were true. Why do these anchors have carvings on them? That would be because these are not anchors at all. In fact, they don't even have a link to Christianity. These stones can be found all over Armenia and are the remains of pagan worship sites. The hole at the top, which Wyatt claimed to be for an anchor rope, was actually the location for a candle. And no, a cross does not immediately mean Christianity. So believe me when I say that the people who first created these stones had no idea who your god even was. So while I love your enthusiasm, I'm not convinced. If you want to see more long-form archaeological videos, check out my YouTube link for that in my description, as well as my Instagram and my Twitter for a more personal look at my life. Remember to stay curious, stay inquisitive, and as always, please, for the love of God, get written permission before you start digging up archaeological.
This is it, guys. This is the 2022 Republican Party. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who spent the last 2 years attacking Democrats, accusing them of wanting to defund the police, is now selling merchandise that says defund the FBI because the FBI is coming after her hero, Donald Trump, who's not a hero. He is a man who is under investigation by 30 federal agents. Take it, Marge.
Y'all, my fiance just asked me what I want for my birthday, and I said $1 million. And then the bitch laughed at me like I was joking. He said, "Why do you want $1 million?" Because it should be illegal that someone this gorgeous isn't rich. And then he said, "Well, I'm not giving you $1 million." I said, "Well, then I'm breaking up with you." Then he said, "You have 1.7 million followers on TikTok. If literally only 58% of them Venmo'd you $1, you'd have $1 million." And I was like,
Peace and love, family, peace and love. So another deep dive. I wanted to really talk about one of my favorite subjects is electromagnetism. It's really interesting because maybe you heard of the concept of the electric universe, and that ties into the human body, and maybe you've heard of alkaline diets, alkalinity, again ties back to electricity. And so electricity and magnetism represents the feminine and the masculine, the feminine being the magnetism, masculine being the electricity. Interesting aspect is that your nervous system, right, is the medium between what you experience, the world outside of you, pull it in through your 5 senses, and is processed through the nerves. That's how you are able to experience the reality that you experience. And so with the nerves, they process all this information through electricity, electrical currents. As that electrical current is flowing through your nerves and flowing through your body, it generates a magnetic field. Same thing, electrical wiring, electrical current flows, it generates that magnetic field. And so the reason why we talk about alkalinity and we talk about the human body and the balance and the electrical conductivity of the body is because it actually opens up your horizon of the reality that you experience, right? It brings you up a frequency because, again, you're able, within the nerves, you're able to handle a higher amount of electricity, of an electrical current, the stronger your nerves are, right? So when we do certain like Kriya Yoga and, these different mechanisms that we do, diet helps strengthen the nerves because, again, we want to increase that electrical current and that magnetic field that is flowing around the body. The stronger the electrical current, the stronger the magnetic field, What does magnetism do? It attracts and repels. That's what you're doing with reality. You're attracting and repelling, attracting what you want, repelling what you don't. So that all ties into it. You know, this is an electrical universe. You're an electrical being, and the electrical conductivity of your body, i.e. the biological wetware, you know that your soul is avataring through. This more electrical current that you're able to have, i.e. the more power that your system has, the further you're able to immerse yourself into an experience that is only accessible when you reach these levels of electrical conductivity and electrical potential. So yeah, that's it. Electrical magnetism, electromagnetic fields. You know, this is also what forms the structures of the entire reality that we know of, forms the atoms, and we can go into that whole aspect in the next deep dive. I love you all. We always diving deep.
I can't eat a Cadbury egg ever again.
This is a stop sign. You can tell it's a stop sign because of the way that it is. It says stop, and it's a sign. This stop sign in particular has an added feature. It has been paired with an exit only do not enter sign. It's pretty neat.
So a lot of people are trying to tell me that the pyramids weren't built under the sand and that that's a crazy idea.
People are calling you crazy for thinking the Great Pyramid was built underneath 450 feet of sand? Yeah, I agree with you, actually. That's not crazy. That's batshit fucking insane is what that is.
So why did they only put gold at the top of the pyramid?
There is not a single person who knows what the capstone of the Great Pyramid was, or even if there was one. Who knows, maybe it was gold. And if it was, then maybe they clad the whole pyramid in it and it was all stolen. Considering you don't cite how you know what was on top of the Great Pyramid, I'm gonna assume you just pulled it directly out of your ass.
Because the gold tip was the only thing showing above the sand.
Have you ever touched sand? Parents ever bring you to a beach as a kid? You know, you dig in the sand, you try and dig a tunnel, and it immediately collapses in on itself? Why would you ever build something 400 feet tall with a 750-foot wide base underneath sand? Could you guys precision quarry 6.5 million tons of stone for me to just bury in the desert? Are you literally out of your fucking mind?
The biggest conspiracy theories on Earth. You know, guys, what is going on in this? We are going to be looking at some of the biggest and craziest conspiracy theories in the world and finding out, could it be real or maybe not? So let's take a look. So today we're going to have a look at the moon landings hoax. Now, I mean, this is a huge theory. Like, people have been speaking about this for years and years and years. Theory that people believe claims that none of these landings actually happened. First of all, let's look at why it could have been faked and what evidence there is. First of all, the big one of the flag blowing in the wind. And of course, there's no wind on the moon, so how the hell was the flag blowing? Now, next up, there was no stars in the sky on the picture of the moon landings, which is a bit strange. However, of course, technology wasn't as good back then, so maybe it wouldn't have picked it up. Another thing is that the lighting and the shadows looked very, very strange on all of the photos. Like, it just didn't look right, almost looked like it was filmed in a studio. Now, another big one, this is mad. So there's the footprint, of course, the famous footprint which is on the moon. However, this footprint doesn't actually match up with Neil Armstrong's suit. Like, they compared them both and it doesn't match up. Now, let's take a look at some evidence for why it may be real and not fake. So for one, technology back then, of course, wasn't amazing. You probably wouldn't have been able to make it look extremely realistic just in a studio. There are things that could have caused the flag to move, there are things that could have caused the footprint to look different over time or whatever. Camera quality wasn't as good back then, so it may not have picked up all the lighting and the stars as efficiently as it would do now. So it's kind of 50-50 of did it happen or did it not, but I mean, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think.
Let's just talk about this. No!
Yo, Mark?
Freddy?
Is that you, man? What's up?
Thank God, Freddy, please don't leave me.
Nah, dude, they're cool. These are the good. I know this one. This is Martha.
Why are they holding me, Freddy?
I don't know, Mark. You just gotta trust them. Just chill out.
Freddy, I think they're actually gonna take off this dirty rag that's been on my fucking neck for like 3 weeks.
See? What'd I say?
Oh my God, they got it! Woo! Oh my God! I'm free, baby! Woo!
Hey, is it cool if I just hang out with you guys for a little bit? The water's kind of cold, and I can smell the fish on your hands. Yeah, that's definitely fish. I'm also getting a little hint of Shit? Yeah, you smell like shit.
Alright, Joe, I'm out.
And you know we don't give up. It's not your birthday, you're funny in the world. Bottle full of bug, mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill the bars, I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, you get getting rough. You can find me in the club. Bottle full of bug, mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill the bars, I'm in the having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, you getting rough. Go, 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 shawty. Go, 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 shawty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip a party like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up. It's not your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill the bars, I'm in the having sex. I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug. You getting rough. Go, 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 go. And you know we don't give up. It's not your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Bottle full of bug. Mama.
Oh my goodness. Ew, ew, oh my gosh, touch my foot. Hurry up. Gross.
You're literally an embarrassment to our species, you know that? Oh!
This is a road ends 500 feet sign. You can tell it's a road ends 500 feet sign because of the way that it is. It's a sign and it says road ends 500 feet. Side note, it actually ends 500 feet from here. It's pretty neat.
Lessons in not crossing a gay man. So me and my friend Zachary went to go get our nails done at the nail salon today, so you know I have a story, and bitch. So there were 4 people getting their nails done, and one of them was this level 5 boss Karen who kept giving me the side eye. Finally, I just said, "What?" But she didn't have anything to say. But cut to her being done, and I hear her at the counter say, "You know what? I actually hate these. I'm not gonna pay for them." And the guy was like, no, you have to pay. I asked you many times if it was okay, and you said yes. And then out of nowhere, this bitch says, well, then you can call the cops because my nails are hideous and you have these F slurs in here. The fuck did I do? I said, oh, ew. Well, when I woke up today, I had no plans on being a cunt, but congratulations, here we are. Maybe instead of worrying about me and my life choices, we should worry about your resting bitch face and getting a better razor because your chin stubble's showing. I looked at the manager and I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll pay for them. My friend Zachary said, the fuck you will. She doesn't deserve that. I said, while looking this woman in her one good eye, oh, this is not for her. Think of the worst person you know. Now lower your expectations. That's how much faith I have in this woman growing in any sort of way. I'm doing this for the nail tech, and so we're all aware that this F slur is more evolved and well-mannered than this grown-ass adult woman throwing a tantrum in a nail salon for a free manicure. If you're broke, sis, just say so.
I like my drinks like I like my men. Straight. I mean, I'm straight. I don't like men at all. Like, delete this footage. Chase Wood, definitely gay. I don't even eat salty food. I don't want to be reminded of my ex. She had a really salty personality. Chase Wood, definitely gay.
Look, for the last time, I only went to the male strip club because I wanted to see what kind of physique women are into nowadays.
Chase Wood, follow for more definitely gay quotes.
Why is the old photos of the 1900s and 1800s just black and white? Why did
Talk about a 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. Apparently, Marjorie Taylor Greene is on the tweet box calling for us to defund the police. In a tweet today, she said defund the FBI, which essentially, again, is law enforcement. So I'm just trying to get behind your messaging. You guys were pro-police, and then the Capitol riot happened, and you didn't give a shit about the police, and now you want to defund the police? Like, can we have some consistency in our messaging here? That white spot is offensive. I can't even hide it at this point. I think I need to dye my hair tonight. Hello, UPS man. Anyways, so Marjorie, I'm gonna need some clarification on this subject, please.
Are you supposed to be in the pool, Duke?
You can get in. Ladder's on the other side.
Did Mommy say you can go in the pool?
Well, Mommy, I just turned 4.
Come on, let's get out.
7 times 4?
Come on.
24?
Let's get out.
25?
Come on.
No.
You need to get out.
No. Dad would let me play in the pool all day. You know, he'd probably get that ball right there, too.
I'm not getting your ball for you, no.
Mom.
Nope.
Doggone it.
Get out.
Oh, you just don't care, huh? You just never cared about me. You've always just acted like you cared about me. All those times you told me you loved me. No.
Come on.
No.
I didn't say moon walk away.
See you later. 'Cause I'm bad.
Come on, let's get out.
No.
Come on.
Nope.
Get out.
I'm not getting out. You can either get in or go.
They're being surrounded by friggin' UFOs of the Coast Guard. If I want us in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lights we see there. They've been coming on, they were 7 lights. Well, this is a big deal. Keeping pace with us.
You do that on